Like just what you like. Book map, I should say.
Yeah.
I think everyone should see that picture. You make it fun, and that's important.
Okay.
They loved it. I wouldn't say they loved it. Yeah, they loved it. But it's an eye-opener, guys. It's an eye-opener.
Listen to the guy and make all the questions you can think about it and try to find the answer why you are right and this guy is wrong. And
It's for grown-ups.
Okay. And the group.
They need to be shaken.
A great way to reach people, even adults who don't understand, because it's using both sides of the brain.
My name is Daniel Bear. I've been here a few years in a row. And what I've come to learn after giving this lecture many times, actually about 60 or 70 times across Sweden and Finland, it's really not about giving just information, because if I was just here to give you information, I could just say, hey, go to these websites and read them, and that's all, and I'd walk home. But actually, what we're here to do is get you inspired to do something. And do something about what?
Dad, I just came back from school and the teacher was talking about all the problems you had back in your day. With all the pollution and wars. What caused that?
Well, daughter, back when I was about your age, the whole world was addicted to oil.
Oil? What's that?
Finally understood what was going on, I cried. And then I got so mad. It was a fire that burned in my heart, and I can't say anything other than it was like perfect hatred. And from that hatred, or from that anger that burned in my heart, I decided I was going to do something about it. So anyway, first thing he did was he tied up the oil business. He had 90% of the oil business in the United States. So then he grabbed up the, see, he wanted to be president of the United States, but money supply, come on in here. You're the money supply. I can't forget the media. The media. Lots of media in. Now, people really hated him, and so, what I'm going to do in this lecture is cut you free from this society, if you want to be. Okay, thanks.
In his head, he's got the whole wide world in his hand. He's got to live.
That's my question to you today. Do you care? This is your world. What are you going to do with it? Do you think you'll ever go to war for oil?
Not for me, no.
Not for you. What about those guys?
I don't think so.
Okay. You think you'll ever have to go to war for oil?
Yeah.
You think so? I think you might have to.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand on my chair to make this point, because this is the most important point of this whole lecture. If you forget everything else, remember this. You cast a vote every time you buy something. More powerful than when you go to the polls. It's about money. And if you want them to invest in alternative energy, you start buying alternative energy. You start buying products that aren't based in oil. They will see that there's a market there, and they'll start investing in it. If we continue to buy oil, we are going to continue to feed the beast, and we can't complain about it at all, because we are the ones creating the demand. Just remember that. You're voting every time you go buy whatever you buy. So it's good to know what you're buying. Just to give you an idea of how you can affect the energy consumption on the planet in your daily choices. Processed food like baked cereal, chocolate, sugar, take a lot of energy to create. I'm going to be the oil guy. I'm the one supplying the oil. You guys, you are the U.S., you are not the U.S. government, you're just any government, okay? And you are a private business person. and you are got a person trying to develop alternative energy. Okay? So you guys are buying the oil from me, so here, give me $2 of your dollars each. $2, please. And now you got to give $1 to the government because they're paying taxes, right? So you got to pay $1 to the government. Okay, and I got to pay half of my profits to the government. So here you go. Okay, now the price of oil just doubled. Give me $4. Oh, you just ran out of money. That's too bad. Oh, you just ran out of money too. Oh, look at that. This poor guy wants to develop alternative energy and he's out of business. That's too bad, isn't it? Hi, buddy. Me and you, we can make lots of money together. So, I can pay your taxes and you buy oil from me. Forget about those guys over there. Yeah. Good idea. That's the way it goes. Okay. Thanks.
We place about $12 billion of media time. The more insight you have about the consumer, the more creative you'll be in your communication strategies. So if that takes a psychologist, yeah, we want one of those on staff. You can manipulate consumers into wanting and therefore buying your products. It's a game.
Does our Western lifestyle really make us happy? We're told this guy on the left, the media promotes this guy. He's got money, he's got cars, he drives fast, he can go anywhere he wants in the world, he can buy anything he wants. And this guy on the right, poor guy, can't do anything. All he can do is sit in his cave and watch the water drip down the walls. We don't want to be like him, do we? Better be like him, he's really having fun. He must be happy, right? Well, the fact is, scientists, don't you think he's happy? No. We're told, right? But scientists have wired up the brain to this guy. They know what part of our brain lights up when we're really happy. And when they wired up this guy, they actually wired up Buddhist monks who just meditate in their caves. And they found that that part of his brain was lit up all the time. He was always happy, really happy, genuinely happy. Now, I'm not promoting Buddhism, but I'm saying we are being told a lie. We're being told this guy's happy, when in fact, if the media were really wanting to promote something that was good for everybody, they'd say, hey, be like this guy. You can really be happy if you're like him. But you know why you'll never see an ad like that? Because he doesn't make anybody any money. He's happy without all these products. So they're going to tell you this because you'll buy a product to be happy. This is Petrol Patty. Here we're going to take a deeper look at what's going on inside Petrol Patty here. All these old tapes, these old records, these old thoughts are recorded in our brain. So these are the kind of records, that are registered back in our minds that we've forgotten about, but they're there, controlling to a large part how we react to the stimulus that comes into our bodies, into our minds. And until we start recognizing this, we're always going to be manipulated by the media because they know we have these records. And they know, they have their psychologists that are experts on how to get to us. And they know these things are deep inside of us and we don't even recognize them ourselves. But they know if they can push these buttons, then they can get us motivated to do things that we might not normally do otherwise. So this is the number one problem, in my opinion, is these deep records in our mind that need to be looked at. Be a hero. Turn off the oil society. Turn on to your own inner hero.